mouse issue. So
maybe it ran out of battery or something.
I don't know if it's a small issue or the mouse itself is small. It's not clear which of those directions we're going for here. But
the mouse is too small for his hand. It's shrunk.
It's
we need to try and rehydrate it.
All right.
So, looks like we are good to go. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
This is the 0-1 bucket. You do not want to be in a 0-2 position on day one of the RMR. GamerLegion starting on the CT side. Somewhat of an advantage, even if it's just a mental one. And we're going to see the smoke down towards main entrance. And the Old West, the classic Julies, will be ready and waiting. On top of the hut here, Molotov out of position as isak gives him a bit of open runway to try and get that bomb down towards upper.
Oh my god, but it's the Glock instead, just absolutely turning up at the right time there. MSN will be able to pick it up. A flash to try and get in, and look at them jumping down like lemmings into the A-bomb side. They go, but it's the T side that comes out on top in spite of some great kills. My god, that happens so quickly. I think 9 people have died in the span of 3 seconds to try and retake that bomb site with, so good stuff for Pera early on. They'll enjoy that.
They really will. Nice work. Nothing too flashy. Smoke down towards main. Molotov in the hut. Good flash over the top and hitting your shots. That's sometimes all it takes.
Yeah, surprisingly overlooked part of the game, you know. People talk about strategies and
I know,
smokes
right?
and stuff
Hit
like
the
that.
shots. Just shoot them.
Surprisingly easy. Why don't more people think about it, you know?
And
right there.
this is very meta right now. The start of CS2, we saw a lot of CT sides taking the full eco round number 2, but now it seems more often than not, we'll go for the force buy as we bring out the MP9s as scouts.
They spotted him. They're just immediately saying, why fight the scout up here? That's friendly. Is that friendly fire?
No, he was doing
side?
it through
Okay.
the lobby wall then. Actually just completely smashed him in the head with it. All right. Didn't do too much damage, but that certainly does. acoR will lose his scouts. Aaron will find him. CTs with a focus towards upper here. We'll see Pera navigating their way towards main entrance. Good flash to avert the crosshair of Snax. His MP9 will have to do a load of work here towards the hut. Not quite enough damage inflicted, and it looks to be a clean sweep. This force buy has done bugger all for GamerLegion. Not a single frag found. They cost them every penny they had, and that's going to be 3-0 for Pera, considering we've got a full eco coming up next.
Yeah, but, you know, it's a good mix in that round, I would say, for the T side of trying to figure out, like, what's going on, avoiding the scout for the, at least for the start of it. And when they finally make their choice, they really follow through. Like, there was no real hesitation there. Everyone kind of going at the same time. So, kind of, I think, keeping a good pace in that particular round. One Deagle being upgraded here. It's chaos picking that one up.
That's what we can do. Money is going to be in a rough spot now, this CT campaign. You can only really sit back and wait for the next round to begin because, yeah, they might get a couple of kills in this round, but there's almost no chance of them winning it. Pera would have to make a huge amount of errors, but towards ramp, it's looking quite likely here. We saw a bit of distraction. Camion towards outside. As they start to contact play, flashbang over the top. Check that boost spot, it's clear. Make sure you check the back boxes as well. It's clear. You'd like to see that, Anders.
Going through all of it, yeah, it is good.
Can be overlooked.
It can, you know, like, it's a bit silly, you know, but it's true, though. It just takes one little mistake like that. Someone hiding in the wrong corner at the wrong time, and you're going to be in trouble, so it is kind of good to see them do that. It's a lot of pressure on, obviously, playing at the RMR. Qualifying for the RMR in itself is really difficult these days, so playing here in Romania, definitely, I guarantee you, the nerves are going to be felt for a team like Pera at the moment. So, 4 versus 5. Bomb's going to be planted any second now. They're taking good time. Like, they're really checking everything, and I can appreciate that.
Being methodical.
Yeah.
Making sure they don't give anything away. It's all about the cash. You don't need to be hunting these players with USPs in hand. Will be a Deagle recovered. We're not locked for this world. Aaron would have to hit. Pretty special. isak now just looking for one exit kill. Is there anything he can do? I doubt it. Oh, there you go. Okay, I take it right back. He actually has made this round pretty costly. Damage towards Camion as well. But there we have it. 3-0. A little bit more expensive than he would have liked. It was going so well.
It was.
Still, we'll take it. No problem. Sounds to be a tactical timeout here. GamerLegion yet to post their first round, but very early days here on their CT campaign. Here's isak Giving them that double deagle treatment.
One of the overlooked Swedes is this, you know, he's escaped the Swedish Counter-Strike scene, which is a bit strange because he's a really capable player.
NIP just announced their new team, the stand-in of the Swedish kind of youngsters academy team. I guess it had to happen after that RMR run. Didn't really go too well, didn't go to plan, a disaster. So I'm calling it! And Snax gets absolutely obliterated in the first encounter. We'll talk about NIP later, Anders. This one's starting to heat up. It's a 4-4.
Oh, did he get that 180? That's such a long range. Kami unable to pick that one up. I was not expecting it. I thought he was going to maybe jump down and, you know, try and surprise somebody at the hut, which probably was the plan, to be fair, but he got interrupted and still found a way to deal with it. Aaron's made his way down. He's going to get the kill on isak over here. That really opens up. Look at the pressure that he puts on the ramp position. Oya coming in, trying to see if he can fire. Oh, it's a 2-for-1. acoR has shown up. Okay. Danish sniper landing that shot. Now it's just aaron left.
aaron.
Stupid meme. I'm sorry.
Not really much you can do. This is looking fantastic for Pera. At one stage, you got the opening frags and maintained somewhat of an advantage, but a collateral shot is nailed by acoR towards the ramp, and indeed will close things out as well. 3 kills for him. Makes his mark here on Nuke, and it's a very impressive one. So 3 players surviving as well for GamerLegion. Should be absolutely fine. For a bit of a buy, at least, on the Pera side, we'll see whether they can muster together a full array of AKs. This is the moment you think, okay, well, the chances round could fall apart for GamerLegion, but here goes a collab. Ridiculous. I don't know. Where was the second player? Were they lined up?
He must have been.
Must be behind the box, I guess.
Also behind the box somehow?
Yeah, super weird. I guess we'll get that from another angle, maybe. Either way, money is okay. Like we said, the AKs are out. MSN will have himself a Galil, focusing on that utility as they set up more smokes towards outside here. Got a AWP in the hands of DGL as well.
Really taking the time to see if they could discover anyone over that smoke. I kind of like that. Playing it a bit aggressively. He's so ready if anyone's going to be peeking there.
Scope now, you can see him in the update.
It looks sick. I like it. But it's actually acoR. Sniper on the other side, taking down Hoya. So I think Hoya is one of the players to watch for this team in terms of frag output. So quite curious to see when they can put him into play. It's been a little bit of a more quiet start for him at the moment, but it's very early days here. acoR sneaking around. I think they spotted the gun, but they couldn't communicate it in time, and he's going to make it around the corner. Oh, leg shots are coming out. They're taking so much damage. This is exactly why acoR is a fun player to watch. He's not a very frightened player. He's just going to always look for that one more fight.
Kios was going to say, I think he got 4x3 then, but he just about spots him. And that should be the round.
Yeah.
Aaron and MSN have nothing to work with here. 35 HP between the two of them. And the AWP to save, 25 seconds. You might as well just save, boys. That's going to be GamerLegion with 2 convincing rounds in a row here.
You a big user of MSN Messenger back in the day?
Yeah, I was. It's actually a big part of my life, I would say. Like, honestly, like, that was something I used to be really into. You could nudge people.
You could nudge people.
You could play chess and checkers and draw pictures. It was actually pretty advanced for its time.
Use it for wall hacks at one point in time.
Could you?
Yeah.
What kind of wall hacks?
If you were in a game, I think this is in 1.6, like, or maybe it was 1.3 or something like that. But basically, if you had like a pop-up message, it would pop up, and when it fell down again, that little corner,
the textures,
would make the textures invisible. It was really absurd. So where is that?
Okay. Oh, okay. They are just directly lined up. It was just a weird angle for us to spectate it from. Of course, that's
great replay.
Logically what it makes sense, but we didn't quite see it. So thank you very much for the replay. We are going to see a second timeout called by Pera as things started to fall apart here. It was a great start, but the gun rounds have been convincing, to say the least, in favor of the Legion of Gamers.
Yeah, I think it's quite important, especially you're the underdog team. It's a brand new experience here, qualifying for the RMR. I think it's a nice idea to take a pretty early timeout here just to get the nerves under control, make sure you follow the game plan. Little heart coming out from Kios. Why not?
Yeah,
where he's doing real-life emotes, Henry. You a big emote user?
I don't think so. I use emojis, not emotes.
All right, emojis. All right.
Yeah, I've got like 3 or 4 emojis I like to use.
My plan for 24 hours is use a lot more emojis. Like,
yeah,
an obnoxious amount.
Lofty aspirations, Anders. I like it.
I just feel like it's part of my social media game that's lacking.
Fair enough.
I need to do a lot more, so that's coming up.
You should use the ice cream and the bear.
The ice cream and the bear.
Yeah, so now you can like be the creamy bear on social media.
I just like the idea of people spamming more emojis that are needed afterwards. So it's like Denmark, and then you type like 5 Danish flags are playing the Finnish team, and you type like just way more. I think that's great.
That'll be your new style.
I like that.
All right then. Well, we do have that saved AWP. It's not a... Oh, it is a full investment. I beg your pardon. So say there's a few pistols out there. They have gone all in.
Okay.
Based off the saved AK and AWP as Galil for Poya.
Look at how much space they're getting out in the yard in some of these rounds. I'm not really criticizing GamerLegion, but it's very interesting. A lot of the CT sides will fight quite aggressively, like, and shoot through the smoke, and they'll try to do a lot of stuff here, but a couple of rounds here, GamerLegion are actually giving a fair bit of space for Pera to work around with. Curious if that will continue, or if it's something that will change over the course of the half here. We're down under 40 seconds at the moment, and nothing really much is happening. I think GamerLegion are probably happy to just wait this one out. Say, right, if you're going to waste all of your time, then we'll let you do that. See if someone's going to be jumping for the spot here. acoR. Not really tricked into the first one. He'll get Poya, who is the second or third man into the site here. And acoR is aware that someone could be walking up behind him, so he's a little bit curious about that. Time's going to run out once again here. There's 10 seconds left on the clock. They're trying to get onto the site. Surely there's absolutely no way they get the bomb planted at this point in time. Isak, good stuff. He even gets the third one in there. I guess they could have planted the bomb if they got every single kill on the A site, but that's hard to do.
It's a little bit sloppy at the end. Didn't really feel like they were going to do anything with that for the reasons you just stated. There was no time, there was no utility, didn't really have much control of the map whatsoever. Thankfully, they saved the AWP, Anders, but you just fully invested. So that's one player without any cash. Everyone else has got a weaker or at least partial buy. So you're in a pretty rough spot here. acoR, this is the sort of opposition you'd assume you would farm. You know, like a tier 2, tier 3 team, like that's his bread and butter. He plays against these teams all the time. Like he should be able to do God's work out there.
And he's just got the, I guess, the mentality for it, right? Like it could be hard if you're playing up against a side with somebody on the other side. Like some of these peaks that you're going to run into, you're going to get smacked down. But at this level, I agree. acoR should feel super confident in just swinging to take fight after fight. Game is tied up. All right, this time he's out here looking. So that's what I was talking about earlier with GamerLegion not quite being that present in the yard. They've sent acoR out here. That's fair play. You want to be mobile with the AWP. Don't want to go ramp every single time. When the smoke fades, keoR's here. Is he going to be put to the test? He's ready with a grenade in hand, just counting the seconds here. There's a little bit of chip damage on top here. Molotov going deep and lands right on top of DJL. That's not what you want to see.
He was hoping to get a cheeky kill in the flames, but just couldn't get any vision of it whatsoever. Nightmare smoke landed the squeaky door. It's another 20 seconds. You got to sit back. Hope that someone will make a mistake on the GamerLegion side. It's going to have to be contact play in towards the ramp. But guess who's waiting? It's Mr. acoR, who's got the perfect position. Only needs one kill because he's got his teammate keoR's there, ready with him. And these rounds are getting out of control now. They're getting nothing out of them. This wasn't the forced buy, of course. This was the saved AWP, but yeah, they're just getting absolutely schooled on these difficult financial situations. We're going for an upper split, I guess you can call it that. One player towards main will be dealt with by Snax. Have a look at the hub because that's where you got the call from. And now your AWP presumably taken down by keoR's.
Something that would be really, really helpful right now to Pera in the game that they're trying to play is if GamerLegion were a little bit more aggressive in looking for them when the clock's running out. But GamerLegion are actually so well disciplined, right? They don't move out of the ramp. They stay inside of the A-bomb side. Like there's no one is aggressively rotating around, which happens sometimes with teams, you know, on across different maps. But GamerLegion, just a lot of discipline early on here. Volt,
of course. Romanian, to some degree. So he's at home, I guess. A tidbit for you there. Sometimes he's British, sometimes he's Romanian. I think this tournament he's Romanian.
Oh, 100%. Look at acoR. Headbutting the smoke as it was coming in and still getting the shot on Camion on the other side. Like I said, he's just such a fun player to watch. Like, I don't disagree. There are real downsides to his game at points, but my God, it's always entertaining, isn't it? Snax out here. A one point, he was living inside of the smoke just back in the prime of his career. That's where he did so much insane work.
And he's done pretty good damage there. He's found a kill. Sure, it's 4-on-4, but look, he got a dink on Camion as well. So acoR using that opportunity, the information garnered from the outside excursion. He will use this to push in towards lobby. Nice shot from isak. Good awareness there. MSN didn't see that one coming whatsoever. And now acoR, again, in the best position for the next encounter. He does give up the angle, though.
Yeah, they're worried about that outside position. They feel like someone could be sneaking through. I think isak was even looking for it for a second there, but still might be acoR. Oh, close! Oh my god. GGL able to pick up that shot. So actually it crumbles a bit. Still 40 seconds for this 2-on-2. And Poya probably thinking about if he should go down below, but you got to be careful. chaos is waiting for you down there. Walt, if he can win this fight, they might be able to win the round. It's almost failed for him. You can see the initial spray, but now knife out, and it's being heard already. Could see chaos. He was waiting here the whole time. For Poya, just a nightmare. I don't know if there's much he could do there. He was running out of time. He just had to try and go for it.
Yeah, that's the closest they come to a gun round victory, though. And it took a bit of a questionable setup there from GamerLegion. They had full control of that lobby, and then gave up the angle. Both players looking towards main entrance for some reason. I think acoR has held that spot there. They've got the round, but
yeah, that's it.
They win it all day long regardless. We won't look into that too much. That's going to be the third timeout used already by Pera. Okay. I normally suggest the wheels have fallen off if you're using that in a best of one, and it's in the first half. They're in a rough spot here, Anders. 5 rounds in a row. Tech 9s, some Deagles maybe. They've got that maximum loss bonus now, but they are not getting anywhere near these rounds.
Yeah, they're really not. Yeah, it's a bit devastating here.
They look a bit out of their depth, just from a tactical point of view, I will say. But it's early days.
And I think it's really worth highlighting, right? Again, even though they've been at the top of the tier 2 scene for a bit, like hanging around there doing some damage, it is different. Like you finally qualified to the RMR. We saw even last week emotionally what it means to people when they do manage to qualify. So I'm sure for Pera here, like they're feeling the pressure every single round and not really finding the rhythm in their game at the moment. Smoke going up. It's a bit of gap if someone was holding. Oh, it's
someone
a
is holding.
giant gap with the HG, isn't there? My God, those new mechanics, they're still fun to watch, aren't they? Gotta be careful, don't jump. acoR does have a pretty mean flick on him.
All right, MSN. Oh, he's been spotted. chaos's body language suggests he's on high alert. The Tech 9 would have to hit something pretty remarkable here. He does get the dink. We needed another one to actually secure the frag. 5-on-3. They've got the fence under their remit, but there's already CT presence. Buckets and spades. 2 players at the ramp entrance. We've got Snax tucked away on the bomb site itself. Still with a minute to work with, I suppose. So not all is lost, but the grenades, they pretty much are. They have 1 smoke remaining, so they could go for like a old school NIP plant, smoke out the double doors, try and plant within it. There was so much CT presence, I don't think that'd be going down. There's the smoke, Anders.
Good counter. Just really annoying. It massively extends the smoke, makes it a lot harder for the Ts to easily navigate their way through if they wanted to. So look at a lot more grenades behind that on the CT side. So again, this is what GamerLegion have been so disciplined. They're not really running for anything. They're just waiting it out.
You're spot on. They do give up 1 player in the form of acoR. 30 seconds now. Shadow advantage for chaos. Snax outmaneuvers the remaining players of Pera. That's 6 rounds in a row now. That was just the partial investment. This game hasn't really got going. This is like the worst case scenario for a spectator. Like someone gets the pistol and 3-0s and then lose every single round afterwards. Like it's just one-way traffic.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not entertaining. There's not really been any clutches. There's not been any rounds stolen away. It's all just been pretty par for the course. About what we expected.
Yeah, and that's, I guess from an entertainment point of view, it's actually a little bit, but from GamerLegion's point of view, this is
what they needed.
Yeah, you want to see a strong GamerLegion, right? They're a fun team. I think they have some potential.
They just lost a vitality, right? Like, that's going to be a difficult game anyway. That's probably the hungriest vitality ever after a pretty disastrous Katowice.
Yeah, Cyber had a lot to prove.
Yeah, he wanted to like say they've probably been grinding beyond belief.
Cyber started that game with an ace, didn't he?
Yeah.
just for the hell of it. Just
when are we getting Donk versus Cyber?
We need that.
That's what we want to see.
The internet is waiting for that game.
Yeah, and Unstoppable Force versus the immovable objects.
Yeah. I haven't cast any Donk games yet.
Get ready.
Watched a fair bit of Donk games, but I haven't cast any yet. Here's acoR, navigating the fire and the flashbangs and still getting the kill. Snax is going to get overrun, and so will acoR, so I'm going to be careful here. 2 versus 2. Yeah, Snax couldn't really help out there. So I think he was smoked out towards mini Kios. He's got the right idea, but I need Snax to help him out. Actually, Snax will have joined him on this side. I thought maybe it would make sense to try and see if they could box them in, but instead, looks like they're going to be doubling up on the high ground.
That nade hurts. Oh, and another. He's going to be so low. 1 versus 1. No! DGL blocks him out of the air. Pins him to the wall as the first gun round going in favor of Pera. It took a remarkable shot. He misses that one, Anders. It's all over. He's out of position. He's stuck in the corner. But somehow, some way, he makes it work. We need the replay.
It's a headshot as well. He got 4 kills in that round. It was stretched out a little bit. My God. With the Tech-9, with the Molotov.
Whoa! Mid-air.
That is sickening.
Well played. Highlight of the game so far.
No question.
Trying to tell his boys, like, look how easy it is. You can do it. That's our first gun round. I mean, more where that came from. After going up 3-0. 6 rounds in a row, but...
Oh, look at the switch here defensively. We talked about them being passive in the yard. Now they're doubling up this far forward. I actually like that now. It looks like Pera might just go straight for the bomb site, so it could be all for nothing. Nice time to call this on the T side. They've got the right idea. They're going to find an empty bomb site. My God.
Oh, their smoke is not amazing, though, at main hand. As you can see, they've got so much vision. Okay, this is an absolute blunder. Like, if you can't smoke main, you deserve to lose the round, I'm afraid. And now... the Orb's position has been given up. It's in towards the hut, but it will be Camion fighting back here. Bomb down, NAC-10 strikes at the ideal time. A boatload of kills arrives in favor of Pera, and even after a missed smoke, Anders, they make the round work, and it's actually a pretty convincing one.
Yeah, they couldn't have called this round really at a better time. If they tried to go yard to clear it up before they went A, they would have run into that little 1-2 punch outside, and it would have been a very different scenario. So great work. Again, it's... PGL coming up with some good kills in these rounds, important kills. Camion with a double here as well. They planted the bomb and then went to retake lobby, which is kind of a rare sight for, for the T side to be doing that, but it absolutely caught GamerLegion off guard. Okay, we're starting to get somewhat of a game on our hands.
Yeah, a weird game. Like these rounds, like you said, like they've just made the idyllic call, the upper execution just when they've completely left the bomb site for the first round there. A nice idea from GamerLegion to mix things up, but it is at their peril as we will see a very convincing finish there. The MAC-10s, AKs getting it done, and that should be the start of financial issues as well as the final rounds of the first half. GamerLegion will lose Kios at the ramp as the ball of death is making its way down towards lower. It's down to isak to try and defend here, and he's got a lot on his plate to deal with.
Yes, he does. Oh, another dink. Look at them. 2 of them very, very low on health. The grenade surely going to get rid of him.
Yo!
Good job for isak, and Snax with the double. Just escaping, fading through the smoke. And now just waiting on the other side. Why would he do anything else?
We're starting to get a bit of chaos now, but you and I enjoy a lot.
Yes, so yes. Counter-Strike should be like.
I love it. So right then, a 4 versus 2. DGO. Poya, what have you got for me? Bomb needs to be planted. Nice Molotov. Makes things uncomfortable. Volt taking significant damage. Tap of the plan leads to Poya's demise. As we will see, a nice little swing there from DGL. 7-5 in favor of GamerLegion. No one getting blown out the water, but like I said, one-way traffic for the majority of the first half. Pera, though, with more than enough rounds to make this one work, especially if they can get a pistol victory on the CT side of Nuke.
Yeah, they had to burn through a bunch of timeouts to get these rounds on the board, but I think it's worth it at the end of the day because you're right. They're coming into the second half with a sense that this is doable. Like, we can still win this map, and I think it's important to keep that dream alive. Wow, GamerLegion studying up on the T side right before the exam, looking at all the papers. To be fair, that's how I did my exams in school as well.
Doesn't surprise me. What, just an hour before you think, oh,
like
I should probably have a look into this?
Yeah, like on the train or bus heading to school, you're like, oh, I've got to, like... I should have paid attention. I promise I'll never... I promise next time I'll read, like, weeks in advance. I'll never do this again. And then obviously next time that's still...
If only MSN Messenger could help you cheat then.
Yeah. I didn't have the ambition for it,
Well, let's see.
Should have tried harder.
If Pera have what it takes to bounce back here on Nuke. The last couple of rounds were not too bad. We're going for a straight-up ramp rush here, Anders. Snax leading the charge. MSN will spot a few players and decide to fall back. Aaron gets a little bit more than that. Bullet to the face. Lucky to be alive. And CTs are rotating quickly down towards lower. It's going to be pandemonium once again. DJL fighting back. 3 versus 2 in favor of Pera, but still, this round could fall apart on a knife's edge as Snax found yet another kill.
Aaron not really ready for this. One Snax, another headshot to bring it almost home. Camion, just him left alive. Tickling them with the USP is a good headshot. He doesn't want Snax to escape, but he's up there waiting. Now imagine playing Snax on LAN. Years of experience. One of the most elusive and difficult players to read in Counter-Strike history. And you're playing him one-on-one to try and see if you can claim this map.
So, Snax has got him in his pocket right now. He's assuming he's run up towards heaven. He'll be planting the bomb in upper momentarily. But no, Snax has held his ground. He's going to have to plant down here. Every second he waits, allows the rotation to come through.
Ice cold.
He's still got a Molotov, but there was a kit recovered. Oh, he actually doesn't know where it is. He's got a little bit bamboozled here, Anders.
Yeah, that Molotov. There is a smoke as well on Camion, so in theory...
True, good point.
He could throw that if, in case Snax tries to get it onto the bomb in the last seconds here. All right, swaps out the pistol. We're getting a bit close now. There's the smoke going up on top, and Snax just hiding in the corner. Camion, you need the headshot right here, but it's Snax instead to steal it away. Crutch the round. My God, he's still got it, hasn't he?
Oh, he absolutely has. Big pistol victory here. Best of 1. Our losers game as well, 0-1 bracket. You do not want to be losing 2 best of 1s on day 1. It means that every other game, sure, will be a best of 3, but it means he can be taken out of the tournament with 1 further defeat. Huge pistol with Snax to win. He gets to have a triple kill. Wins out in the 1 versus 1 mind game as well. Bomb planted. There's still a chance of Camion there, but smoke on the bomb. Too many positions to check, and it's going to have to be the full eco on the CT side here. We go 8-5, round 14. Shouldn't be too much to discuss here. CT's going to be pushing in towards that squeaky door. Full send.
Chaos, he's hearing it. He's hearing 100 footsteps on the other side. He's like, you know what, they're all here. Even up on the high ground, you could see it's been colding. Great communication on the side of GamerLegion. What a difference it makes discovering that the CTs are running that way. If they got a bit closer, managed to get up on the T roof without anyone noticing, you never know. There could have been some fun there. It's a good dink, but he can't find the extra damage, and now surely going to be hunted down. I think winning that pistol maybe doesn't exactly win GamerLegion the map, but it's a massive step in the right direction here. They're going to be quite happy with the scenario.
Anders.
Yes.
Would you like an A-stream check-in?
I'd love nothing more.
ENCE 12. Guild Eagles 2.
Oh. Man, I feel very conflicted about that particular game because I am really, really impressed by Glaive's ability to...
Well, he just got 13-0'd by Donk.
They did,
and then he's bouncing back.
But I thought Glaive was like... It was such a defeat for him to join this ENCE team and then have the whole roster change like 1 day later. It was devastating. But he actually has made so much out of it. So I'm so impressed. I feel like it's actually a really underrated story in Counter-Strike at the moment. But I have a soft spot in my heart for the Guild Eagles as well. They're just a fun team.
As people always say, they always make the major.
They always make the major.
But they're going to be 0-2 with lots of things. It might not, but...
Then have to take the really long road around. That's not going to be easy.
No, definitely not. But DGL, he's hit shots already. Doesn't quite make the second. We have got a solid ramp defense here. Poya holding his ground. Doesn't want to give anything away. They're going to have to Molotov him, I suppose. I don't think they have one. Super annoying position. If he needs to get 1 more kill, he knows he's caused so much disruption amongst the ranks here of GamerLegion. Finally, they take him down, but he burned off a good 15 seconds in the meanwhile as we see CTs taking territory towards lobby, trying to lock them in towards that ramp room. There is no further utility, Anders. They've got nothing on the T side here. 45 seconds. Time is of the essence. How do you win this round?
I think if you're Pera, you just try and stay cool. Like, don't go for any crazy fights here. And GamerLegion, they're kind of making their way to the right spot. I mean, there's nobody down below. They could go and plant the bomb right now.
There are no CTs down towards lower. We have a rotation from Aaron. He's coming in from secret steps. They do need to get their skates on, though. What is the final play? They've got double doors control. Not sure what the final play is going to be. That's the bomb going down in a pretty awkward spot. Call that one round because Snax is nowhere near.
Oh, man.
They wanted to clear out the backtracks before they got that bomb planted, I suppose. Doesn't really work out for them, and it's a very convincing round here as DGL will close things out. Got the open up and the closer of that round. Starting to get a bit fired up over there as well.
I think GamerLegion was just way overthinking it, and I kind of understand why. Like, it was such a strange scenario that nobody was down towards the B-bomb site, so they're just thinking there's got to be like a more elaborate setup. We have to go find them. We have to go look. They couldn't know what we know. Obviously, they don't have the minimap, so there's no way that they could have seen that it was an empty lower part of the map. But if they had gone for it, it would have been a more fun round for them at least. A timeout being called for GamerLegion. Nash getting a chance to have a little bit of a say. Wow. DGL coming up with some pretty nice shots, but yeah. They're getting warmed up. Okay.
Yeah, starting to show us a bit of that fire. The desire to move forward, avoid the 0-2 bracket. No one wants to be there.
Yeah, we saw that last week. I mean, escaping that, it's not really an easy task.
Well, gets himself in towards trophy room. You can see Poyos is playing a very defensive setup here. He's going to drop the incendiary as soon as he gets any contact. I feel like he goes down here, though. He doesn't know Volt's so close. He's dead. That is pretty woeful. I don't know what to tell you. Like, you should be aware of the timings of players who get up that close. At least have the nade pulled. If you're going to hold the angle with an incendiary, pull the pin first and have it ready to deploy so you can actually get it down. Yeah, that wasn't great, but he's 5-13. We're having a bit of a rough one out there. It's going to come down to that. I don't think they can really do much in this retake now.
Yeah, I mean, the wallbang was one of the way maybe you stop the bomb. But
the RAM player is to get the information and stay alive, especially if you're alone like that. We'll see if they actually still fancy this one. Oh, might not be worth it anymore. Kios making light work of them. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's just not how you play ramp. You at least have to have the incendiary pulled or a gun in your hand, one or the other. Don't have just an idle incendiary and you're standing in the open. Volt can't believe his luck.
Yeah, a grave of his own making.
Yeah.
That's...
You just, like I said, sure, you might not have heard him, but you should be aware of the timings that they could get over to that left-hand side of trophy.
It'll be another round for GamerLegion, which I'm sure they will enjoy. Poya having a bit of a rougher time than I was expecting. He's got 5 kills. Kind of waiting to see him get activated.
He must be playing with some nerves or something from that round we just saw there. But we'll see if they can course correct, get back on track. They save a couple of weapons at the very least. That's things starting to unravel at the seams here. We've got plenty of games for you today. The action continues. Best of ones throughout the remainder of the day here. Next is going to be Monte versus Nexus, MOUZ versus excl, and then Vitality take on Heroic game of the day. Of course, our winner's game there.
Yeah. Plenty of Counter-Strike, plenty of emotions going to be shown, no question. We've already seen Pera try to sort of reinvigorate themselves, but it's becoming very, very tricky. Nice little shot from Aaron there. Has to be aware that there could be someone up at the high ground, up at the silo on top, so tries to get out. It looks like he's successfully gotten out. Look at where Snax is. Does anybody know? He will have had to have opened a door, shut out a window to get here, or dive down the vent, I suppose. So it looks like he is aware. Good communication there on the CT side. If he just walks back, Aaron has no idea what's going on, then Snax is going to get a free kill and the round could almost be over. Now, actually, Aaron, if he sticks around here, there could be an interesting timing for him. MSN, I think if he commits that fight, he probably wins it, but he did a little jiggle. Now it's Aaron's turn. Oh, they almost get stuck behind each other with the first player with the knife out, but they're powering their way through. 40 seconds now for the 2-on-4.
It's going to be down to DGL. Being the most impressive player so far for Pera. An awkward angle, but he nails the shot. Volt will go down, but Snax absolutely nails him. This has been Poya. A bit of a nightmare on the CT side. Molotoved off, smoked out. I don't think he'll be doing much with this one. Better off to save in the AWP, give it to DGL as the round is confirmed. 11-6, Anders. Touching distance. A sweet taste of victory.
Yeah, I mean, this particular round had a bunch of good moments that could have worked out. I think if MSN goes for the actual peak there towards Mini, he might have had a bit of a shot at it. I think Aaron was not that far away from getting maybe a double spray down. Would have made it a 3-on-3 instead of, or a 2-on-3, I guess, instead of a 2-on-4. So there was a way. I think that could have been a little bit more fun for them. But Yeah, 11-6 instead. They're going to be able to save the AWP. That is about the best that we can say for them at the moment. On the other side, GamerLegion. I mean, look at Snax. Top fragging at 16 kills. isak, less surprised by that. I really think isak is a pretty stable player. Always expect him to do something cool. But the fact that Snax is still going. It wasn't just the early stages here for him on GamerLegion.
You'd think like some of these older names would come back in their droves for CS2, you know, like whenever a new title comes out, the older boys can have like a resurgence for 2 or 3 months before they fade away. I don't think that's the case with Snax. I feel like he is very well rounded. He's the in-game leader, seems to have a very good understanding of how CS2 should be played. Good team around him, they're causing damage, and people are starting to pay attention. The GamerLegion could start to make some of these deep runs. As we do see the AWP removed early. Might just want to go towards upper now, but it will be Boya. Warriors continue towards that side of the map. They've lost the AWP and they've lost pretty much everyone else. It's going to be map point. I should say series point. Yes. Best of one. Bear in mind, it's going to take 6 rounds in a row just to save the day here. They've lost the AWP. It was an eco, I suppose, but I just don't really imagine a world where GamerLegion pull this one off. We might want to get in our chairs, Anders.
Yeah, they're getting that point in time now. I don't know. That round was way too quick. I was hoping to see Pera with a little bit more of a fight in them.
Yeah, I've been disappointed. I won't lie to you.
I think that's fair.
Like, not a lot of hype about this team. I don't know. They don't seem to be in the right league right now. They're getting kind of wrecked in every facet of the game. But who knows? Maybe their CT side can get going here. It's not done. We'll need 6 in a row on the CT side.
I think DGL has been the big standout name right now for them that's been hitting great shots with the AWP, but it's not enough, right? All of GamerLegion have really shown up to the game, so can't just have one player that's trying to fight back at the moment. acoR looking over the smoke out here, so gotta be careful, Aaron, if you're playing deep towards the garage. Take a peek here, you could be dead, and that's gonna give up almost all of the yard control if that happens. So far, pretty disciplined. Always thinking about it, isn't he? Still a minute on the clock, and they've got, what, 2 flashbangs on the CT side, Henry. That's it.
It's not much, is it?
Not really.
But it's something. Aaron would have to pull a rabbit out of the hat here. Dinko sounds to be having a good time next door. Might be a more exciting game there. That ENCE game's still going. They didn't close it out yet.
Yeah, it sounded like it.
Oh no, Guild actually bringing it back. It's 12-6.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
They're not giving up easy.
Is this where it comes crashing down for Pera here on Nuke? There's actually something to be said here now. acoR, I don't think he's in a position to win this. He's in a 2 versus 1, but the bomb is down. You'll have to get up towards heaven and vault his way up there. Pun intended. If he gets a quick scope, Anders, I suppose the round's back on.
Was that the pistol? There
the pistol works as well. That's more than fine.
Headshot, but look at the time still. 10 seconds. Could even find the last player. He can! Oh my god! We thought it was done, but it's acoR to clutch it at the end, and GamerLegion to take down Pera.
What can you say about that one? Very convincing in the end. And bear in mind, Pera had that 3-0 starts in their first half. It looked like maybe they could do something with this game, but I think they were just outclassed. I didn't see any moments or